Savant Ascent Remix for Switch launches December 5th, currently available for PC. So I was able to check out some of the trailer for this video game, and I thought it looked pretty dope. It did remind me of like one of them side-scrolling platform shoot 'em ups, kind of like something you would see for like Metroid, one of those types of games. So I thought it looked pretty cool, so I figured it was something we can go ahead and check out. So per usual, we'll go ahead and read the article that we got here, and then we'll check out the trailer that they gave us. So the Switch version of platforming shoot 'em up Savant Ascent Remix will launch via Nintendo eShop on December 5th for $7.49, developer D-Pad Studio announced. Pre-orders will include a 15% discount, so that's pretty cool. Savant Ascent Remix first launched for PC via Steam, Epic Game Store, GOG, and Humble Store on September 29th of 2023. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, iOS, and Android releases are also planned. Savant Ascent Remix allowed us Cartel Blanche to go hog wild, creating an intense, colorful wave of arcade action that would suit Savant's bombastic riffs, said D-Pad Studios' Joe Remy Madsen in a press release. It's been a blast to gradually add more game modes to this expanded remaster of our first game, and this Switch release offers a comprehensive archive of all the updates we've added over the past several years combined into one package. So that's actually pretty dope the way that they're able to do some upgrades and updates and everything like that, and then be able to add it to it later. I think that's actually pretty cool. I think that's awesome. So here's an overview of the Switch version via D-Pad Studios. The Nintendo Switch release includes 3 new modes, which have also been added to the PC version since launch. Classic mode, progress through the towers, unlocking powerful abilities and artifacts. You can now grab enemies and absorb their powers, wielding powerful spells, hurling fireballs, and flinging meteors across the screen. Survival mode, expanded with new enemy waves and bosses. Push through the game's ultimate challenge, where the bosses unite in a devastating team attack when you reach the top. Time attack. Blast through story mode or select a specific stage showing the world you're the fastest alchemist out there. So it sounds pretty interesting. Pretty cool that they got 3 different modes that you're able to go through. And then Savant Ascent Remix begins life as a remaster of the original title before D-Pad Studios got carried away by their enthusiasm and ended up creating a full-blown sequel to the original title. Savant Ascent Remix takes the shoot 'em up platformer to new heights with a host of new content that more than doubles the size of the original game. Venture through 5 stages, each with their own unique gimmick, across which you'll have to battle laser sharks, robotic space invaders, and even an immortal samurai. That's pretty cool. To beat these new stages and take down the bosses at the end of each, you will have new double jump, cancel jump, and mid-air power shots to add to your arsenal. There's also new endless survival modes, new difficulty modes, including a Nintendo Entertainment System style, no checkpoints hardcore mode, and 36 new composed songs from acclaimed Norwegian musician Savant. So that's actually pretty dope that they're including the music into that. So I'm a big fan whenever they kind of go with like big on music when it comes down to video games and everything like that. Especially growing up and playing like Zelda, Ocarina of Time and stuff like that, because music is such an integral part of that game. It is one of those things I love when they do that, or whenever they have certain games out there, like whenever the gameplay that you partake in actually affects kind of how the music is played. I think that's so cool. So, in Savant Ascent Remix, you play as the alchemist who's been cast down from his tower by an unknown force. Your goal is to ascend back to the top, with your movements limited at all times to 2 platforms, be they moving elevators or space debris, by using rapid volleys of magic missiles to take out attacking enemies and precise dashes and jump to move between the 2 platforms. You must try to survive the deadly journey back to the summit. Savant Ascent Remix is the ultimate way to experience a musical artist persona as you've never done before. The game is based on the universe of Savant, developed in collaboration with Simon S. Anderson of D-Pad Studios, Owlboy, Vikings on Trampolines. Alright. Here's Savant's unrivaled genre bending in action as you obtain new pieces of the soundtrack and remixes. The game even gives you the option to customize your own playlist as you play. See, that's so cool. I like that, the fact that you're able to do that. And it does make me a little bit sad, kind of with the fact that like when you go back to the very first Xbox, how they used to have it where you could if you had like a CD or something like that, you could download some of your songs from the CDs you had into the Xbox itself, and then have that music actually play in certain games whenever you would play them. I That was a feature that I love so much, and that they never brought back to any further consoles, and I never quite understood why. Maybe if it was like a rights issue or something like that, but the fact that they never brought it back kind of bums me out. But the fact that they do have a game like this where you are able to kind of customize your own playlist and everything like that, I think that's really cool. So that's all. That's what we got for that as far as the game goes, and we'll check out the trailer that we got here. And then really quick, this is exactly what I mean when I said that it does kind of give off the vibes of like kind of like the Metroid games where you are kind of shooting your way around and out the enemies and everything like that. So I think that's cool. And then I do love the gameplay itself, as the way it looks like you're kind of like inside of like a factory at one point, and then at the other points where it shows where you're like almost out in space, because it almost gives like a kind of like a Space Invaders vibe at one point, while going back to like almost like a could almost be like a Castlevania type, not necessarily where it's in like a castle or something like that, but just kind of like the feel of how it looks and everything like that. Right there, kind of gives a castle vibe almost. Savant Ascent Remix. D-Pad Studios. And then if the music that they did have for that trailer is kind of what to expect as far as what the gameplay itself is going to sound like, I think that's actually pretty cool. So something to be looking forward to check out. So yeah, I think this game looks pretty fun. Looks like something to be able to check out whenever I get the opportunity. So December 5th, it's only about like 750, so that's not high price at all to be asking for. So I think it'll be something worth checking out and it should be fun. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If this is going to be something you guys are going to be picking up, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.